Hello, everyone. Let's go get my boy, the man, the myth, the legend, Jay Justin. Jay Justin. Clean my camera off real quick. I invited him, so let's see. He'll be on in a moment. So yeah, today's not going to be super long of a stream. I think we're going to be doing competition. That's what we're looking for. We're going to be taking our cars, what we're making, and then compare it, and then using it as our competition. So what's the competition? Example, the Nissan Titan versus the Ram to 1500. It's standard. Hey,
What's up?
what's up, homie?
Hey, you
I
ready
was
to
just
pick
telling,
it up?
yes, sir. I was just telling the crew what was going on today.
Sweet. So let's get to it.
All right,
Real
ready.
quick.
Oh,
Actually, I'll say it after the intro.
okay, ready.
Let's
In three,
two.
two, one.
Hey,
Hey,
what's
what's up,
up, guys?
guys? Triple C here. I'm Joseph,
I'm Justin.
and this is
It's the
Triple
Triple
C.
C.
More like I guess we can say the Triple C show again, since we're doing
More
our
like
stream.
instead of Triple C, I need some sleep.
Mhm. We're
And
all tired. We're gonna give you guys a good stream with all the energy that we have, and then we'll head off for the night. It's gonna be a Monday's video, so
so we're at episode 31 of the Triple C show. So,
sheesh.
yep. So that was what I was going to say originally. So
Mhm.
we did it. So this is really a long-standing show. I mean, was it going to go away anytime soon? Uh, I didn't think so.
No.
One
It
thing I
definitely helps
know,
out with making videos. So
one thing I definitely got to ask Joe, and I guess we'll answer
Mhm.
together. Will there be a season two of this, or is it going to be just one long season of see how long we can take it?
I think season one is probably gonna be. I think it's gonna be a long season one. I think
That'd be
season
nice.
two. I think season two is probably gonna be, excuse me, when we really get to like a bigger and better spot than just building these little projects. I think once we get into like not really just like cars and stuff like that, but like our future cars and other project cars that we may add along the way, i.e., me and Justin's personal project cars that we want to like throw on the channel every once in a while, and we'll talk about it. Like we'll compare them or something on like the Versus series or whatever. Or Yeah, it's kind of really it. And then once we get into the bigger, better like big concept cars like the Libra and the Nova V, that's when we're gonna start getting into season two. When we get into the big leagues. As I said, right now we're working with some simple stuff here and there. So season two is definitely, and I mean I would hope Justin would agree, but I'm speaking for myself here.
I agree.
Um, oh, good, yeah.
Even still, I think it would be kind of cool. Maybe sometime. Well, I mean, when the time comes, we could talk about it. Maybe even just have it where it's see how long we could take season one, but just have this season one be like the longest season one ever done. Maybe like 1,000+ episodes, 2,000 episodes later, and
And
we're
then
still at season one.
and then season two is when we make the company and we're like in the factory line. Season two, hey, what's up, guys? It's season two, episode one. And then we go for another 1,000 episodes, and then season three is when we're bankrupt. I'm just kidding.
Season four is when we reminisce on the times that we had, and looking back on what we could have improved.
And crying about it on stream.
Oh man!
Okay,
But
so getting
before
into.
anything else,
Oh, go
I
ahead.
wanted to make one last thing before we started. Of course, if you saw our last stream, you know that something big has happened with someone that we knew. So I'm gonna bring it up this time and maybe bring it up another few times. It'd be nice to do a stream specifically for it. So, Joe, you already know what I'm talking about.
Hmm.
So we lost someone that was very close to us, and well, very close to someone that we knew, and we wanted to kind of extend out a hand and say, that we're sorry for the loss, of course, and that this person had very big dreams, just like us, and of course, we believe in people that have dreams. So I said it last time, and I'll say it again. I'll keep saying it, and Joe, you could agree with me too, I bet, is just because she's not around doesn't mean her dreams can't be. So here at Triple C, we're going to keep her dreams alive, and we are going to have a school for people with disabilities, all types of disabilities, and giving them opportunities to be in successful careers and not having to be center or have no choice but to go to these lower income supermarket jobs or whatever. Sure, those jobs are good, but that's it. They get abused over there, and it definitely sucks. You can definitely see a lot of that. There's a lot of abuse at some of these lower income jobs, and they get treated like crap. And we feel at Triple C that the fact of the matter is you don't really see many of these people go into business majors and work alongside some of the larger companies. I could be wrong, but it's definitely not talked about much. And it's definitely not common, it seems. So we want to definitely fix that and change it and have these people who would otherwise be working lower income jobs have successful, dependable careers growing with us. We're still working on, of course, the specifics on what we're going to pull off, what we're going to have them study or like what study things we would have. But the point still stands. We definitely want to have a school for that. And, yeah, bring us all in.
Exactly. Just kind of, as you said, keeping the dream going, because here at Triple C, we bring people up with us. So that's one of our mottos.
Yes. So just shouting that out. Hello, Shanson.
Shan, Virtual Delight. Thank
Yep.
you for joining and for the hearts. I saw them earlier.
Thank you.
Um, so anyway, now on to the big ones, the big league. We're talking about competition and where our cars stand in the competition lane. So as an example, as I said earlier in the stream, actually before Justin even joined, examples, Nissan Titan versus the Ram 1500, that kind of class fit and stuff like that. So Justin's got the list. We're going to go from cheapest to most expensive for today, as you can see with his broken screen. Shout out to Justin for
So we're going to be talking about our future cars, mind you, not our present things, our present prototypes. These are going to be future cars. This is the real meat of what we want to do. So, all right, so let's start off with the very, very bottom of the Triple C lineup. Then we'll go to Dash Series after. We have the Bantamer. That's the smallest Triple C.
Betamax.
Yes.
Both of them. You can put them all in together since they're kind of built similarly. It's just one's the Betamax is the pickup truck versus the Bantamer, which is the car.
No, Bantamer's the car. Bantamax is a SUV, but a small one, small utility vehicle. So to kind of compare to them, we were still talking about it, but I was doing some concept. Huh?
We can compare them to used cars. We want to the main point of the Bantamer and Bantamax is to get brand new cars to low income families. You can see the families out there that are getting just as an example, like you have the low income families getting used cars or getting new cars on a lease and having to pay full insurance and so on and so forth. Listen, it's great that you have that, but of course we want to give that opportunity to other people to save money, of course, to buy not just full insurance for leases and watch their insurance go up if they get into an accident. Knock on wood, nothing happens like that. But we want to give them to low-income families, the Bantamer and Bantamax, so that they could get a brand new car for a cheap amount of money and kind of really buy it out in a sense, not have to worry about paying for a lease and worrying about, oh, I gotta drive careful because if I don't drive careful and I get into an accident, my insurance rates are gonna go up. Not with Triple C. Triple C, we're gonna have it as a low income price. We're not 100% on it yet. The price. I was thinking more of just to throw out the numbers there. We're not 100% again. Probably somewhere in the range of the what a used 2011, 2012 Nissan 350Z, which is it's a performance car. I just wanted to compare that because I know car guys out there would probably love that. JDMs especially. um,
Maybe
but
like maybe like 10 grand, about like
I was
lower.
thinking I was thinking 5 to 10 grand was going to be
Yeah,
probably in that price range. Of course, we go with models. The base model is probably going to be the cheapest, and then you can get the little bit more performance and so on and so forth.
I
Um,
would say compare it to the Dash series lineup, but if you're not a huge
but
fan of like the more retro Dash series, or Dash series, I mean, technically really has more of a sportier brand, so it's kind of like our budget brand for like
performance,
yeah, for performance, like everything that would normally be 50,000 and up for cheaper. Um,
correct.
so this, although it is intended for low income families, I'm thinking maybe we even market it the same way as the Dash series, because the idea would be to, geez, have it for someone who's thinking of saving money, with the guy that has the right peace of mind. Not even that they could afford to get something more expensive, but they choose to go with the peace of mind of something that's cheaper and reliable and smaller. Um, so there you go. The Bantamer, though, I would say, like Joe was saying, compete with used cars, but specifically with used cars. I like I said, to really compare to a used car, the prices tend to fluctuate. It's not like a price of a new car where you could just say, all right, we're going to pinpoint it's going to be that much. But I would say it would be like the price of like I'd say like it would be competing with a Scion XB. We're not really going for prices too much here because everything's all out of whack. But think of like a Scion XB, a used one right now. It's going to be more of a boxier car, but it's going to be funkier than our Comet, which it's going to share the platform with. Um, the Banter and the Bantamax are also going to have the options like a Citroen Mahari. If you guys don't know what that is, a Citroen Mahari is like it's like a car, has a windshield but no roof. You could get a roof on it and some plexiglass doors and windows, but that was pretty much it. It was very utilitarian. So the Banter or Bantamax would be something like that, but they'd be perfect for a beach vehicle, in which case someone would maybe have a beach house and they want something that's affordable and small to ride around the beach. So these are definitely very good beach cars as well. The Banter and Bantamax, the difference is that literally the Bantamax just has four-wheel drive, and the Bantamax has a
Off-roady type feeling to it.
and the cargo area is covered. The Bantamer is a three box design, so engine, cabin, and then a trunk, but the trunk's not covered with a roof. Um, the Bantamax is going to be more like a station wagon, where the trunk would be covered on the inside. So we're debating whether it's going to be four doors or not four doors, whether it's going to be a four-person vehicle or a two-person vehicle in the front, and then have the sides where you could fit like 8 people on the sides of the car on each side. So
Yeah.
maybe like four on one side, four on the other, facing each other, something like that, maybe.
hmm
Um, so yes, so that's the Bantam and Bantamax. You want to do Dash Series now?
I mean, we kind of glanced over it, but we can kind of just do a quick little. Well, I guess really what we can put together is it's going to be probably
Just
price
very good.
range, huh?
Welcome to
Oh,
the stream.
welcome to the stream. The as we said before, the Dash series is more of the SRT of the Bantamer, not really Bantamer and Bantaman, but the SRT performance shop for not really, again, I keep saying lower income, but what I really mean is the price range is going to be pretty low. So there's nothing really to compare to. Probably somewhere in the range of what's a performance What's I'm trying to think of a performance car. Again, I can compare it to, in a sense, used cars, I guess. Um, but that's kind of really it. As I said, the price is going to be fluctuating. It's going to be small. It's going to be priced not as heavy as a real one. So that's kind of really it. And I just wanted to glance over that.
So I put something together. I had it where it's going to be Dash Series 3, we're thinking. Because right now we're on Dash Series 2. So Dash Series 3, it would be. No, you right? Yeah. Be Dash Series 3, but I was really confused as to what year we would put down. So I just put down zeros. Um, so it would be 21, let's just say, because it's 2021. So it'd be Dash Series dash 21.1 or Dash Series,
Mhm.
what was it? Dash 21.2, Dash Series dash 21.3. So it'd be three models, and each of them have an X variant. So the one would be like your drill cart. Um, that would be a two-door. You can get an X version, which means it's a truck, but it's a two-door truck. The two would be what the hell is that? That's a four-door. Okay, makes sense. So it'd be a four-door sedan. We can get in a truck version, and then the three we'll have to decide. Maybe it might be like a pickup truck, um, and then you can maybe make it a dually for the X. We're still deciding that, but they're all going to be roughly around the 5,000 to maybe 15,000 range. So, all right,
Yeah.
Garter, what is it going to be competing with?
Well, the Garter is a performance sedan in a sense, right?
Sort of.
Oh yeah, right. The
It's going to be
Garter's
about
kind of.
20,000.
Oh yeah, yeah, 20 grand. So probably in the range of um
How about Volkswagen Jetta?
there you go.
Um,
The Jettas, the Chevy Cruze,
the
the
Camry,
Toyota.
maybe the
Yeah.
Corollas, maybe more like the Corollas. Um,
Yes, that's what it's gonna be against.
but it is rear wheel drive, which is going to be kind of cool about it. Um, so that's the differentiating factor about it.
Hmm.
We do have the Seda before the Garter, but we don't know where that is right now.
Yeah, the Seda's
So
a little up in the air right now, so
yeah. So all right, up next we had the Minette, which is the smaller version of our Sonette two-door sports car. So this is front-wheel drive based. Pretty much the only front-wheel drive car we have right now.
that's
Um,
very true.
yep. But you could get all-wheel drive. So this thing would compete, specifically the base model, I would say would compete maybe with the BMW 1 Series or 2 Series Grand Coupes, like the front-wheel drive BMWs. So it's like
Hmm.
a front-wheel drive, sporty uh, luxury car. So there you go. You have the Amaro next.
Oh,
So
Morrow. That's in
yeah,
the what is that, the 30-ish, 30, what was that, the 30 grand range, I think?
that's gonna be like 40, maybe 50. This is our 50 grand maybe range.
So yeah, I guess you can kind of it's gonna probably compare to well, based on the Amaro itself as a whole is probably going to be comparing. Well, Joseph and Justin, where'd you get the idea of Amaro? We actually didn't get it from the Camaro, but funny enough, it ended up being that way, and that's its competitor. So the Camaro is a competitor of the Amaro as well as the Corvette. So you got those two kind of performance base models, so on and so forth kind of things.
How did
So
we get the name Amaro?
that's a good question. You kind of made that up. That was all you. You had the, yeah, you did.
When not so before Triple C, I had a group called Birth, which was the same thing, but I did it in like in Forza. So the car was yellow, and I thought, well, I can't call it the yellow car, so I did the Spanish version of yellow, which was Amarillo,
Oh,
and I just shortened it. I contracted it and changed it to Amaro. So the name stuck. So a lot of people think that it's Camaro or whatever, but it's really Amaro, not Amaro. So that
exactly.
also that would it is a muscle car. It would compete kind of like with the Charger, but it would also compete with some luxury cars that maybe aren't around anymore. So this is kind of like a big American sedan. It's rear wheel drive based. Maybe it'll have all wheel drive. Um, but like just a Crown Victoria, like something very durable. Think like the old cop car, or like think cop cars. They're all, how do I explain it? They all have something in common. They're all these big sedans for the most part. Um, and they usually have big engines, so that's sort of what the Amaro is. That's the only way I can really compare it to anything. So it would be competing with that. You have the Comet next, which is based on the same platform. It's basically the Amaro truck. So
Exactly, yes.
that would probably compete with the likes of the Jeep Wrangler, the I guess the Bronco, terms of the four-door one. I don't think there wouldn't be a two-door Comet.
No,
We never
not
even
like the,
talked about that. Nah.
I don't think there would be. I'll be honest with you. That'd be kind of odd.
Yeah, the design
Be too
fits with
small.
four-door.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you have that. I mean, there's some others. I guess the G Wagon, but it's price wise,
Yeah,
it's really,
G-Wagon is luxury, yeah.
yeah, Land Rover Defender, but it's it's not a luxury truck. Um,
Correct.
okay, so up next we threw in Drill Cart, the future Drill Cart, which technically I think would be part of Dash Series. Although who's to say?
Yeah,
But
we're
whatever.
thinking,
It's not
we're,
about
of
price.
course, yeah, we kind of took about it with, we talked about it and we're like, the Dash series itself, listen, as it was based off of the drill cart, and as you can see, the drill cart being a Dash series in itself is higher up in the price range. So you're probably thinking, oh, the Dash series was the SRT of the Bantamer, Bantamax, the low income family sort of kind of deal of the lower income, or not even lower income, but people who are like saving themselves and stuff like that, and not spending too much money on their car. Why is there something so high up? Because of course it's the original Dash series. So how could we just take it away? Um, so 90% of the Dash series is on the lower side of prices, but this one is the exception. This one is the big doozy. How much? What do you think? Since it's higher than the
So it's going to be maybe 60. So it'd be competing with, um, honestly, it'd be competing with the same thing that our next one would be, which would be the Titan Boa. So honestly, we could skip over Drill Cart, go to Titan Boa, because it's really, they're going to be competing with the same thing. The difference being is that unlike all the competitors, the Drill Cart is going to be more retro. That is the only difference between the two. So keeping that in mind, the Corvette, the AMG GT, I guess the 400Z would be the closest competitor to the drill cart. Um, they have retro looks. The Supra, those type of cars, two door,
yeah, yeah.
mid range sports cars. So
So next one you said was a Titan Boa, right?
yeah,
So Titan Boa, funny, really, I guess you could say a really quick funny story on that is the Titan Boa. The reason why I made a Titan Boa in itself, If you guys don't know what a Titan boa is, it is a prehistoric snake that was ginormous. Um, I'm a big dinosaur guy, and I think it just came out so perfectly that I was like, my favorite car is a Dodge Viper, which is a snake. It competes against what the heck is it? The Cobra, the Ford Cobra, the Ford Shelby Cobra, those kinds of snake cars. We have that one. So the Cobra, we had the the Viper as well as now the Titan Boa, which is just a competitor of those guys. So it's gonna probably be a little bit on the track-based side kind of thing. Um, Maybe even a little bit priced less, track-based, but also road legal as well. There was another snake card out there, right, Justin?
What?
Besides the Cobra and the Viper, there was another snake card that we know of. The name was. I think you told me it once we started the whole conversation, and I completely forgot it. But there were three of them in production. Um, Let me see
Uh,
real quick. I'm gonna see. Cars named after snakes. Shelby Cobra. Yes, we know that. Um, what's your favorite
hey,
car?
Jimmy, too cool. Welcome to the stream.
Thank you for joining. Dodge Viper. Yeah. Rip Mom no.
Hey, what's up?
Uh, we said the Shelby Cobras, the old school, new school. Anything. The DeLorean is definitely a snake car. Um, what animal's a Corvette? I don't know.
Hey,
Stay
James
home.
Williams. I knew it was him. I knew it was
Uh,
you. How you been?
let's see again. The Viper we saw again. Barracuda, Beetle, Bison, Black Hawk, Bluebird, Cavalier, Charger, Cobra. We know. Eagle, Firebird, Gazelle, Honeybee, Hornet, Impala, Jaguar, Lark, Leon, Marlin, AMG, Mustang, Pinto, Puma, Ram, Raptor, Robin, Scorpion, Fighter, Stingray, Thunderbird, Super Bee, Thunderbird, Tiger, Viper, Wasp. Okay, um, I was wrong. I
Hello,
guess there's
Kick
one
Pork
out there.
Choppers. He's back. I was just about to say, when are you coming back? But here he is. Hello, with Jess. Welcome to the stream. So
So
everyone
yeah,
who just joined, we are talking about our uh, Triple
future
C
lineup.
versus the competition. So I'm gonna actually pin that comment. Well, whatever it is, Joe.
Yeah, I thought there was another one, some there, whatever it was, um, but yeah, so that's where we got it from. We got it from the um, the Dodge Viper, Cobra, so on and so forth. Um, as I said, it was kind of there to like, really kind of compete with my favorite car. So the Titan Boa was made, performance, so on and so forth, super cool. So I just wanted to
All
put
right,
it out there.
perfect. So
Next
next,
one,
we get the Flying Tiger. Okay,
another
so Flying Tiger.
retro.
This is the same thing as the Titan Boa and the drill cart, except it's more of a roadster. So there's a convertible version. Um, you keep the retro looks, but it's a roadster, so you can put the top down. That's something that you can't do in the Titan Bow. Although maybe we might, but as of right now, as it stands, there's still a pretty big distinction between the Titan Bow and the Tiger. The Tiger also is not as well. It's sporty, but it's definitely not the main priority. It's more of a luxury grand tour. So there you go. You have the Banshee, which simply put would be competing with the same things as the Titan Boa. It's the same exact car, except the Banshee I think will have a V10, unlike the Titan Bow, which has a V8.
Yeah, it was
So
definitely not gonna be a V10. I was thinking about it, but it was up and down. So,
I
but
think
again, uh-huh.
we when we talked about it last, I think the Titan Bow is going to be using the 4.8, which is the same engine as the Comet, the Amaro, and the Garter and top trims. So it's our baby V8, but it's you know still pretty freaking big. So that's pretty cool with that. You have the Sonnet, which is a
Not a bad
two.
idea, Kickstart choppers. Hang on a second. Supercharged V8. I was probably thinking that. Again, it's a performance vehicle, so I'm not really against it. I haven't really decided a full engine yet, but I know it's going to be a V8, not a V10 or a V6. So I really could I could kind of compete with the Hellcat and that kind of stuff. So
Yep,
thank you for the comment, by the way,
that was
Kickstarter
a good one.
choppers. I
I didn't
appreciate
even
it.
see that. Good thing you caught
So
that one.
go on
Uh,
the
so yeah,
next one.
The Sonet's gonna be our what the hell was it called?
Sonnet? We did the Sonnet already.
We did the Sonet. No, we did the
That was all
Banshee.
the way down at the bottom. Oh yeah, the Banshee. Yeah, the Banshee, as Justin said, is kind of like that. Um,
It's the closest thing to the
high
Viper, really.
trim. Yeah, it's kind of the high trim. It competes with the Dodge Viper, more specifically Dodge Viper ACR and ACRE. The higher trim Viper, in a sense, And of course, an example, the Corvette C8 is also a good one that we can compare it to because the C8, if I look up a price really quick, Corvette C8 price. Um, oh, okay, maybe I was wrong. On sale for the
It
stepping
would
up.
compete to whatever is above the C8 Stingray Corvette. So like a Z06, most likely, that's what the Banshee would compete with. After
Okay.
that, on a different platform, you have, or maybe it might be the same platform. Who's to really say? You have the Sonnet, which is going to be your front engine, rear wheel drive, or
Still
all
Sonnet,
wheel
man.
drive um, two door car, not a Grand Tour.
Is
That
it
would
a
compete
Sonnet? What's the next one?
Sonnet.
You said, but the Sonnet's the lower brand. We already said
No,
that. The
Sonnet.
Sonnet and
That's
the
what
Minot.
Minette.
No,
This is
we did the
Sonnet.
Sonnet and then the Minot.
No, we did the Garter than the Minette.
Are you sure? I thought we did the
We
Sonnet
never
already.
did it. No,
What's the price of the Sonnet?
90, 80 to 90.
Okay, okay, okay.
So this is gonna be, like I said, front engine, rear wheel drive, or four wheel drive. You can get the straight seven, which is I would say it's pretty much standard across the range from maybe Garter onwards. So that's a pretty good engine. Uh,
Quickly,
so
Justin.
what?
Kickstart choppers. I know this is not on topic of the stream, but Kickstart choppers said Ford made the biggest mistake making a Mustang on an SUV platform. Very true. I know it's unrelated to the stream, but I definitely want to comment on that super quick. Yes, very true. My opinion on this whole thing at Ford, don't make a Mustang an SUV Mustang. That was a horrible decision. You lost more respect from me. Um, no, I don't want to be too attacking. But yeah, we will not be making that mistake.
No.
No SUV
That
Mustang, no
would
SUV
record that
Sonnet.
that would be its own video maybe one day. But
Yeah. Maybe we'll
all
talk
right.
about real world problems. We'll have some people join in and we'll do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I'd be up for that.
So, all right,
So
continue. Go ahead, Justin.
all right. So right here we get the Python. Or did I finish on that?
Yeah, you finished in that. Yeah.
If I didn't, then let's say everyone forgot. It would compete with maybe like an Aston Martin, some more expensive front engine rear wheel drive cars. Next to that, you get the Python, which is our really. It seems like that's our first entry level mid engine car. Um,
Competing
so
with, yeah.
that's gonna be the 4.8. V8 as well.
Probably
Except it's gonna be in the
the
back.
Hellcat range, the Hellcat price. That's probably what's going to be competing against
Really
the
bittersweet.
higher end trims,
Yep.
of like the Challenger and stuff like that, the Hellcat, the Demon, that kind of thing. So
And then you got the Iris. So these are the more expensive exclusive cars. So the Iris is really not really supposed to be on this list. It's a military version. I would say it's really a military version of the Nova V, rather than like break down the specifics. It is different than the Nova V.
yeah,
Um,
it's odd. The Iris, I can't even say it's military because I don't know how much. We'll talk about it in another stream, of course, if you guys are really interested. But
yeah,
it's kind of like, is it really military use? Is it really not? Kind of thing. We kind of wanted it to be, but in the grand scheme of things, we'll have to talk about that more, as I said, in
yeah.
another stream. But yeah, so we'll keep it as that right now. The price for it, go ahead, Justin, go make a quick
If we
explanation of
were
what
maybe 200,000, but it really would be made for military use, so it'd be private. Like you would have to put in like something again. This isn't one you
yeah,
walk
that's a
down
better
and
word. Private. It'd probably be a private seller. It's not like it's like as an example, the Starbucks secret menu, you don't have it for the normal people. If you
yeah,
know about it, you can get it. That's the kind of thing. So
got it. There you go. After that, you got the Libra. No, wait. Yeah, we have the Libra. Yeah. So the Libra is obviously everyone knows what the Libra is at this point. We've been talking about it like crazy.
mhm.
Um, you get the
What's its
Libra,
competition?
which is our air powered car. What?
What's its competition? Everybody's got to know. What's the
Oh,
competition
what's the
of the
competition
Libra?
to the Libra? None. Competition is none. I don't know. If we had to choose, it'd be like the Ferraris, Lamborghinis, McLarens of the world.
But
Who's to
air
really
power.
say when you're talking about a car that's kind of not really similar to any of those? Um, but if I had to choose, it'd be like kind of like the price of an entry level Ferrari, Lamborghini, whatever it is. Uh, Nova V. Joe could
Nova
answer this
V, I
one.
wanted to say quickly, is not under the Gorgio. It's a lot more expensive. If the Gorgio is half a mil, I told you the price is probably going to be probably in the millions, probably even
Okay.
higher than 500K. So we'll skip over that real quick, and then we'll go to um the Giorgio.
All right, so the Giorgio is going to be competing with the Rolls Royce and the Bentleys. Maybe actually just the Rolls Royces because I don't think
Luxury,
Bentleys go up to 500.
the luxury sedans, the luxury vehicles, the
Yeah.
very luxury vehicles.
So, and then you have the Nova V, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to tell the competition. I would love to say that it is doesn't have any competition, but to be completely honest with you guys, it does. The design has no competition. Um, I mean, of course, against the CGI effects of a flying vehicle where the tires go down and stuff, that's its only competition in design wise. But there are actually flying cars out there. If you guys ever want to check it out, just search up flying car. Ours isn't up there yet, the Nova V, but it soon will. I promise you that. We'll get right into it, and we'll be right up there with the big dogs. But to give you guys a quick glimpse of what we got, we have the Aeromobile 3.0, which goes for about, I have the numbers here, 1.6 million. It's a two-seater. The Terrafuga Transition. Never heard of that one before. I just saw this one right there. Um, zero point 0.3 million, so probably like 300,000 is what it looks like. The Aeromobile 4.0, which is also 1.6, holds two. Black Fly has no price. And then there's one called the Clean Vision Flying Car Takes Maiden Flight. Clean Vision, I guess you can say the Clean Vision Air Car. But if you guys look those up, they are more plane based than they are car based. So that's where I get them. I mean, not get them, but Triple C gets them in the Nova V. So, so yeah, as I said, competition wise, and oh, you know what? I gotta bring it up. Justin's favorite flying car, the 19, what is it? The 19 flying car,
The Taylor Aero car.
the Taylor Aero car. The Taylor Aero car. I gotta show you guys this. I gotta give you a quick little cameo because, as I said, I know Justin is definitely one of his. This is one of his favorites flying cars. Um, but yeah, so here it is, the 1954 Aero car, the
Yeah,
1954
man.
the Taylor Aero car. It literally was a car with a back in it, and I can show you it with this picture. That's the car, and it came with the rudders in the back, folded up and everything, and that's what it looked like. Beautiful thing, but never
Oh
really went
yeah.
into production. There's another picture. This is a video of it. The Molt. It's called the Molt Taylor's Aero car. Of course, there's other old pictures of it and stuff like that. That's a weird updated version. I
That's a
think that was just.
second gen one.
That's a second. Oh yeah, 1956. There you go.
Yep.
There's the beauty. There's the original. The road, and it's road legal. There you go.
It is.
Road legal
There's
car.
videos online if anyone wants to see. Oh wait, hold on. James wrote something. I'm waiting for Chevy to start making a competition with their own version of the Baja vehicle, like the Raptor and Ram Rebel.
They're not.
I heard that they might be. So, um,
Okay, cool.
so we did that.
And I think that's it.
I will say, touching on James's thing, James, we are working on an off-road prototype for our Comet right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Joe? What is it? What
It's the
Joe's a little
comet.
better at explaining.
It's the comet, right?
Yep. So how are we pulling it off, Joe?
Oh, well, that's a good question. We're really gonna be kind of playing around with the numbers and stuff, and not really the way it works and stuff like that. Because I'm telling you, this is gonna be interesting to pull off. Um, we're gonna have to. It's gonna be more of a. We told the best ourselves the body on frame, right? It was.
Yep.
So it's going to be frame built first, and then we're going to make a body around it. Normally, what we do, what we actually did with the first version of the Comet, was the first was frame was body and then frame, and then build the frame off the body. So we kind of screwed ourselves there. So we're gonna
So
not
that's
make
why
that
the
mistake.
engineering sucked.
That's why it fell over. That's why we barely got to sit in it, and that's why it fell apart how many times.
I'm telling you. So,
So yeah,
so that's gonna be coming up soon, James. So if you're like a huge fan of Baja off-road vehicles, we're gonna be recreating it or like our version.
hmm
What I was seeing if Joe would go over was not so much how we were gonna pull it off, but what the frame would have, even the one that we're building first. The frame would be we're going to be having a quote unquote four-wheel drive system, but because that requires a lot of money, which we don't have, and we really have to keep moving ahead. Um, we are instead going to be having two sprocket wheels hidden behind the front axle and the rear axle, pretty much in the middle of them both. And there's going to be a drill that is where the center console would be, quote unquote. So the driver can then press the throttle on the drill, which would spin up the front sprocket wheel, which would be front wheel drive, quote unquote. And then you could have someone like, for instance, Joe can go sit in the back and activate the rear drive sprocket, which would then give you rear wheel drive. So in other words, you can't activate four wheel drive unless you have two people. It's kind of a pain, but then if you really think about the logistics of it, one, there's no reason why we need four wheel drive 24/7, especially for what me and Joe usually do. Me and Joe explained it when we were talking about the Tiger being air powered. We explained it saying that this is more or less not for speed, it's just so they're able to be moved. For the most part, it's about them being easily moved around. We're always moving things around back there just to, just because of space and everything. So to have something that can move, whether it moves fast or not, is not really a priority. It's more of if it can move on its own power, that's a real benefit. And of course, we will take it out. course, it is a comment. I know Joe. Uh, I know Joe's a little tired right now, but in his all woken up ways, he's pretty excited about it. Of course, he's working very hard on Lesha right now, which I guess would have been our off road thing, but that's never gonna get done. So this is
Yeah,
sort of
by the way, that was a very sarcastic comment. Just wanted if you guys didn't catch that. We really haven't made any progress. I haven't come over enough to really build a good relationship with Lesha to continue working with her because, well, we got to make videos. We got to get content out to you guys. So that's more important than my little personal project right now. I do want to get her done. I don't know when it'll be. Of course, it may be during the summer, but but yeah,
yeah, it should be almost done. I mean, there's not much left to
yeah.
replace.
Well, let's hope. All I can say is let's hope there's nothing much left to replace.
Yeah, I mean that's well said. So
Yeah, I
so
think
yeah,
that's really it.
that's everything.
So listen, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I want to thank very much. I want to kind of single-handedly thank Kickstart Choppers, 8 Bitter, 8 Sweet. We got Sell It with Jess. I know she came in for a couple minutes. Jimmy Too Cool, and then Shan, Virtual Delight. All couple of you guys. I forgot. I didn't really count. Um, sorry. All you guys. I really do appreciate you guys all joining the stream for the time that you were with us. I hope you guys did actually enjoy listening to us talk about our competitors in the big leagues. So anyway, is there anything else you wanted to say, Justin?
Just stick around, everyone, because it's
Progress,
yeah,
baby.
progress is
Freaking
we're gonna be making on Wednesday. I think that's something we might have to
I
decide.
think it was Wednesday or Thursday.
It's
I think it was
Thursday, the
Thursday.
release. No,
Yes,
no, no. When's the 16th? The 16th
we're gonna
is
make the 16th is
the 15th.
11, Saturday, Sunday, 12 is Monday, 13 is Tuesday, 14 is
Thursday.
Wednesday. No, 15 is Thursday, 16 is Friday.
Yeah. So we're
But
planning on hanging out Thursday. Now the
correct.
question would be if the video would be out on Thursday. We might end up just putting up a picture.
We're probably
Um,
gonna do well, we're gonna remember it's the funny it's great because let's see, let me just make sure it's correct. I'm pretty sure we were right on this. If it's the 16th,
I just checked.
that yeah, 16th is a Friday. So truth be told, Justin, if the release is on the 16th, we don't need to post anything on Thursday. We just gotta make the video on Thursday.
Yeah. So
So
so you guys will probably see that on Friday. It's hard to believe that it's already this week, but we made our schedule.
yes, sir, yes, sir.
So
So
that's it.
listen, as I said, thank you guys all so very much for watching this stream and everybody who watches it after. Thank you guys for watching this video. We do genuinely very appreciate all of your support and all of the comments that you guys bring onto the channel. And please, of course, share, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You find everything either in our bio or one of the first little patch of our videos whenever we have them edited when we're hanging out and stuff. So besides these streams. So anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I'm Joseph,
And I'm Justin. We'll
and we
triple
will
see you
triple
later.
see you later. Have a good one, guys.
See you.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.